Everybody. Happy fantastic Friday. I hope you are doing incredible. As usual, we're going to let this run for at least a minute until I start my first 5 minutes of talking. I hope everyone is doing incredible today. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're about to do, I hope it goes incredible for you. Sending you lots of good, happy, loving, wonderful vibes as usual. You know, I'm always sending you good vibes 24/7. I promise. Sending you lots of love, happiness, positivity. You know, we all need more of that in our lives. How is everybody doing today? If you get in here, let me know how your day's going so I could say hello. Hope to see some of my lovelies and some of my lovely leaders today. Hello there. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the hearts. All right, y'all. We're going to put the first 5 minutes up in a second. Here we go. First 5 minutes of talking. How is everybody doing today? Please let me know. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're cute too. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday so far. I hope everything is going just the way you want it to. Thank you for joining me today. What are you up to right now? Just hanging out? You're just scrolling through YouTube, seeing who's live, who's doing what? Let me pull up my plan for today. Thank you guys for joining. I do not have a Snapchat. I actually don't have any other social media. I'm not a big social media person. But since my first 5 minute timer is on, I would like to start off by saying thanks to God first, always. Thank you, God, universe, my spirit guides, the creator. I am so grateful for my life. I am so grateful I hit 700 subscribers. I couldn't even believe it when someone commented it, but it's real and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you for each and every single one of my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. I think of you every day and I pray for you every day too. Sending you lots of good, happy, loving, positive, abundant vibes. If you get my vibe, if you feel it, I hope you're doing amazing today. I really think that the world would be such a better place if everyone was just this much nicer. You see this space here? You see how big that space is? If everyone in the world was this much nicer, this much right here, the world would be a better place. I promise. And you can be the one to do that. But it takes work. You have to be happy and joyful in order to spread positivity and kindness. It doesn't just happen overnight. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm so glad to see you guys here. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday so far. This is Natalie's book club where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. We are currently on Project 369, The Key to the Universe. We have 3 more minutes before we get started reading, but I do want to just hope everyone is doing amazing. Spread more positivity, kindness, and love. Whatever you are doing this weekend, I hope it goes perfect for you. Whether you are resting from work because you worked all week and you're just chilling and you got downtime, I hope it's very good downtime for you and you're able to catch up with whatever you may need. If you have to work, I hope work goes by like that quick, like a lightning bolt. You're in and out before you know it. I hope you guys get lots of good rest, happiness. Hello, Kensley. Hi, Jason. I am not from Japan. Hello, Gold Lover. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for the likes. I'm so happy to see you guys here. What is everybody up to this Friday evening? Hi, Tom. I'm not going to do that, but I'm pretty sure my lovely leaders will handle that shortly. Hi, Shelby. How are you guys doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing awesome. Lala Denise, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. On top of thanking all of my 700, I can't even believe that, 700 subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you. I am super, super, super grateful for all of my mods, which are my lovely leaders. Thank you. Thank you, Lala, for coming in and handling that for me. So let's see. What is everybody up to this weekend? Hi, Singer. Hello, Sir Hat. Hi, Milani. Hi, Camilos. Hi, Roma. How are you guys doing? I hope you're amazing. There are sometimes people ask me, Thank you, Lala. I was about to say, some people ask me some weird stuff. So if you could not do that, that would be kind of cool. Hello, Steve. Hello from Arizona. Shout out to Australia. I hope you guys are not as hot as Arizona because, man, it has been an oven lately. Hi, Lucky. Thank you for joining me. My name is Natalie. I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes while spreading positivity and gratitude. Like I said, if everybody was this much nicer, guys, this much nicer, the entire world would be a better place. I know for a fact. But the world can be ugly. So you got to work to be positive all the time. It doesn't just come like you just don't wake up positive every single day. It's just not how humans work. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining. I am super grateful that you guys are here. We are about to get started on the first 10 minutes of reading. We are on Project 369, The Key to the Universe. Please remember, if you can't watch my whole live, come back for the last 5 minutes. That's where I do my shout outs. And my shout outs this week, guys, are super long. I hope to see you at the end. Let's get into the first 10 minutes. Please, please, please remember to be respectful in the chat. You guys know I can't see the chat while I'm reading. Let's go. We are currently on rebirth. Let's do it. Throughout this lifetime, you will have died and been reborn countless times. I'm not talking about physical death and rebirth. I'm talking about the death and rebirth of our states, of your states of consciousness. Whether you do so consciously or unconsciously, you are continually being reborn into new states of consciousness. And based on the state you are reborn into, your reality changes accordingly. Whenever a change in consciousness occurs, you are reborn into a new state. This can arise from a change in environment, behavior, capability, belief, personality, or purpose. Refer to Robert Dilt's model. The greater the change in consciousness, the more significant the change in reality. You cannot be in two states of consciousness simultaneously. Every time you enter a new state, you sacrifice the previous state. Changing a desire, for example, requires you to sacrifice the previous desire. Similarly, changing a behavior requires you to sacrifice the previous behavior. You are either in one state or another. And the state that contains the most desire and concentrated attention is the state that will be actualized and expressed. Do not wait for anything outside of you to change. You can choose now to be reborn into whomever you desire. Know what you want and cultivate a burning desire to enter that state. Command your being into being the state and feel yourself being in that state. Concentrate on the feeling of being in that state and accept it as your new reality. Be the energy you want to attract. I hear that a lot nowadays. Hi, Edward. Thanks for joining, you guys. I appreciate all of you here. Be the energy you want to attract. Nothing in the world needs to change but our current state of consciousness. The first step to changing our state is analyzing and examining our current state alongside our current position and the beliefs and attitudes of our environments. If we find that the people around us are constantly projecting their limiting beliefs, we will have a more difficult time entering a new state. This does not mean you are to judge and tell them they're wrong. It means you are to stay neutral and keep your distance as you enter your new state. Entering a new state in an environment that is highly influential is not easy if it opposes the state we desire to express. Therefore, it is critical for us to change our environment if it is required. If we have a strong desire to change and are surrounded by people who are not aligned with that change, our desire will be rendered lifeless. That makes sense. When external forces are constantly in motion and trying to manipulate our choices, we will find it much harder to consciously choose for ourselves. Everyone in your life is meant to show you the way, whether by showing you the truth directly or the illusion that will guide you to the truth. Therefore, do not judge or condemn those on a different path or those who have different beliefs, regardless of whether you perceive them as good or bad. Realize that everyone's evolution is different, and not everyone is meant to be with you throughout your entire journey. You must accept that within every individual lies a different journey, and you must lovingly support all journeys unconditionally, for in the end, we will all awaken at the same destination and the same truth. Solitude is the only way we can truly be reborn into the state they desire and create the life they desire to live. The brilliant genius inventor Nikola Tesla summarized solitude in his own words when he said, quote, "Be alone. That is when ideas are born," end quote. When we are in the same environments and surroundings, we get the same ideas on repeat. Only when we are alone can we reserve our energy, begin thinking of ideas in harmony with our vision, correct our perceptions from error to truth, and ultimately align ourselves with those in the same life path. Although the balance of family and friendships should not be overlooked, when we are alone, we are afforded the time, energy, and space to focus on our evolution. If we choose to immediately surround ourselves with those who are on the same life paths we desire to be in, without first cultivating the necessary state of consciousness that is vibrationally aligned with that particular life path, we may feel discord between our perception of reality in relation to theirs. Nevertheless, we encourage you to pay attention to those who attain your desired state of consciousness. Don't be afraid to seek guidance from them, inquiring about what they did and how they did it. You will discover that those you are inspired by will enjoy assisting you in achieving their state, especially if you truly desire it. As you focus on being the one you desire to be with confidence and faith instead of focusing on what you don't want or the external factors preventing you from being that person, everything required to get you from where you are now to where you want to be will manifest accordingly. I am. To know truth is to realize you were never your beliefs. It is to realize that before you were your beliefs, you were the believer. Before you were aware of being your name, a man or woman, or your personality, you were aware of being pure, unconditioned awareness. Quote, "I am," end quote. I am is your true self beyond conditions. It is all loving, all powerful, all knowing, and all good. When you see life through pure awareness, all experiences are neutral. And this neutrality is pure goodness and love beyond the good and love of the world. The more conditions we place upon our consciousness, the further away we are from the truth. This is when impurity arises from error and we delude, filter, and condition the truth of awareness. The truth is that all things come from, quote, "I am," end quote. And, quote, "I am," end quote, is pure love and good. Even the most evil expressions are but cries for truth or illusions that stem from an extremely diluted and filtered perception of good. You see, many think that they are doing good, but in truth, they have severely conditioned the truth and good. We see this manifested today in the world, and you can look around, but judge and blame not. For no matter what, they are all innocent and know not what they are doing. You are required to distinguish right from wrong to evolve yourself, but you are not to condemn others. You are to align your beliefs with the believer and see beyond the illusions of error and into the truth of I am within all. Meet evil with compassion and love instead of hate and judgment, so that one may see the truth of themselves within you and thus be set free from their illusions entirely. Let me repeat that. Meet evil with compassion and love instead of hate and judgment, so that one may see the truth of themselves within you and thus be set free from their illusions entirely. When you unlock the power of I am, you let go of the uncertainties, doubts, fears, and the worries you once had and realize that they were all merely illusions created by the errors in our perception that do not exist within the truth of, quote, I am, end quote. The one who has corrected their perception and awakened to their truth knows that even if fear-based thoughts arise, the pure confidence, faith, love, and power of I am immediately dissolves them, and thus they have no effect. The world tries to indoctrinate us to certain belief systems as much as possible, and that is the reason why we have limiting beliefs and errors in our perception. Since childhood, we have all been indoctrinated into certain belief systems and innocently accepted those beliefs. Now, the life we're living and experiencing today is the direct result of those beliefs. The outer world merely acts as a mirror, reflecting those beliefs back to us, whether in people, places, or things. All creation is subject to change, including our beliefs. The only thing that abides eternally is I am. All creations of this I am are ever changing and impermanent. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Natalie's book club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. Next 5 minutes of talking. I hope everyone is awesome. Thank you. I love my tattoo too. I hope you guys have your notebook or paper and pen or pencil ready. It is time to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for today. Let's do it. Today is the 1st of the month, August 1st. And we are setting intentions that this month is going to be awesome. This month is going to be positive. Everything's going to go exactly the way we want it to. Don't be fooled. We will have bad days, but we will overcome those bad days. And then the rest of the days will be better. So please write down at least 3 things you are grateful for today. If you can't write them down, text them to yourself or text a friend maybe. And remember, the more we show gratitude for, the more things to be grateful for will come into our lives. I am so grateful to have toilet paper too. You know, I actually like those wipes, but I'm grateful for them. Imagine if we didn't have toilet paper. What if we had to use newspaper or something like that? Okay, I'm done with number 1. Write the next thing you are grateful for. I wish we could hit like fast forward in Arizona because it is so hot here. Lala, if you're listening, hit that AC down just a little bit. And write down the 3rd thing you are grateful for. I am so grateful for 700 subscribers. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea. Like I said, a new subscriber had told me he was number 700, and I was like, what? No way, 700. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. People do need to read more books. Really, the point of my channel is I just feel that if everyone could spread a little bit more positivity, remember, we're talking about this little. If you could be this much nicer every day, the world would be a better place for everyone. I hope you guys have written down at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for hanging in there. I know that usually the likes get a lot, and then the people in here get small, but I appreciate you. Okay, Jack, thanks. I am in Arizona in the USA. Shout out to Australia. I saw them in here earlier. You Burr, I'm glad you're happy as a dog. I love that. One of the biggest things that's hard, obviously, especially if you're in a bad mood, is that thoughts really do become things. That's why I always say, focus on the good. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. Because I promise, I have tried it, y'all, for real. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. The more that we show gratitude, even for the small things, the more gratitude we show, the more things to be grateful for will come into our lives. We are currently reading Project 369, The Key to the Universe. I will probably ask for recommendations on the next book. We started off with my dad's book, The Alley, which I have up here. The Alley by Mingo Rubio Jr. My dad wrote this book, so that's where we started. And then I wanted to read this with everybody, but I will take suggestions. There's no book I wouldn't read. I love books. I love reading. Even if you just fall asleep to the sound of my voice, if that's what you want to do, I hope you sleep good and you have really good dreams. I am Mexican. I am Mexican American. I'm Chicana. All right, y'all. Thank you, Abdul. I appreciate it. All right, we're getting into the next 10 minutes of reading. Please, please, please be kind while I'm reading. You know I can't see the chat. Thank you to my subscribers and thank you to my lovely leaders while I'm reading. I really appreciate you guys. Let's get into the next 10 minutes of reading. Hi, Michigan. Hi, Kentucky. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. All right, let's do it. All creation is subject to change, including your beliefs. The only thing that abides eternally is I am. All creations of this I am are ever changing and impermanent. If you've innocently accepted limiting beliefs, you can dissolve them by creating new ones. If you've innocently created what you've created by error, you can step into truth and create something new. You have been programmed by the world. See your innocence, forgive yourself, and reclaim your power by taking responsibility for your current position. The power of the one, quote, I am, end quote, is dormant within you, waiting to give you the life you have always dreamed of. We're going into consciousness. If you stick around, I'll tell you guys my tattoo story if you want. Consciousness. To truly grasp and apply the principles of consciousness, or I am, you must gain a deeper understanding of what it truly is. I am is awareness, awareness and consciousness. Consciousness is mind, mind is light, and light is spirit. These are synonyms and represent different aspects of the same core, fundamental substance of reality. Universal awareness is the omnipresent source from which all emanates. Consciousness is the individualization of awareness that actively realizes and perceives itself. Mind is the creative instrument of consciousness that creates the perception and expression of itself in this physical world. Light is the medium through which the perception and expression of the mind manifests itself into the physical world. I am and spirit are the same, representing the enlightened, eternal, intelligent, creative life force that underlies the essence of all life and existence. Whether it be awareness, consciousness, mind, light, spirit, or I am, it experiences and expresses itself through the individualization of life, through me, through you, and through everything in between. The purpose of awareness, I am, or spirit, is to indefinitely grow, expand, and evolve through its creations. Awareness is forever expanding, learning, and creating by experiencing itself through consciousness. It does this by conditioning its unconditioned essence through the perpetual process of interpreting and representing information from different perceptions and perspectives. As the individualization of awareness that you are, your duty is to recognize, realize, and actualize your truth so you may grow, expand, evolve, and create from and through your truth and the image of the infinite creator. When individualized in humankind, consciousness as mind is divided into three parts: the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. Although the three are connected, intertwined, and ultimately one, each plays a different role in consciousness. Your conscious mind is objective. It deals with interpreting information from the inner and outer worlds. It rationalizes the new information coming in, reasons with it through logic, and makes the decision to either accept or deny it. This it does not by saying yes or no, but through the medium of feeling. The feeling creates the interpretation of the information coming in and the fact in itself. If you say, quote, I am healthy, end quote, but you actually feel unhealthy, your conscious mind will interpret, quote, I am unhealthy, end quote, and accept that as true. Your conscious interpretation then impresses the subconscious as a memory for future use and further processing. The subconscious is the subjective mind. It participates in the process of conscious interpretation by using the same information that was previously accepted by the conscious mind and stored as memory. Your subconscious mind only knows yes, and it accepts as true all that your conscious mind feels to be true. Your subconscious mind leaves the rationalizing and logical reasoning to the conscious mind, although largely aiding this process secretly in the background. The conscious mind is the male aspect of consciousness, the giver. And the subconscious mind is the female aspect of consciousness, the receiver. The conscious mind impresses the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind expresses what is impressed. Your conscious mind is the guardian of the subconscious mind, and it is meant to protect the subconscious from being impressed with errors and false information. Unless the conscious mind is asleep or not paying attention, both internal and external information goes through the conscious mind before it enters the subconscious mind. Both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are connected to the superconscious mind. Your superconscious mind is the source of existence that you are the extension of, and it is the place where all possibilities exist. Essentially, you can call this place home, for it is where you come from and rest eternally, heaven. The superconscious plane is above the conscious and subconscious planes, and it is where the higher forms of creativity, intuition, and genius are realized, actualized, and expressed. The superconscious is available and accessible to all who are committed to growth and evolution. Your ultimate goal is to balance and harmonize all three planes of consciousness. Damn, I need to learn how to juggle. You do this by aligning your conscious mind with the possibilities contained with the superconscious mind, so you may impress your subconscious mind and create from that place. Most people solely operate on the subconscious level. This means that almost all of their choices and actions are made with little to no conscious effort. It is all done automatically, habitually, and effortlessly. When one thinks the same thoughts, feels the same feelings, and exhibits the same behaviors on repeat without experiencing any new thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, one stagnates their growth and evolution. The nature of our consciousness is to expand, grow, and evolve as the entire universe does. And if we are not continually expanding our awareness through new avenues, our powers and mental faculties will not grow. As a result, we will only become more and more stagnant and mentally lazy, which we can always fix through the medium of desire. Desire is very important, for it is the extension of love and the driving force that animates, grows, expands, and evolves all. When you lack desire, you lack life, for a desireless being is a lifeless being. You hear that? You don't hear that? When you lack desire, you lack life, for a desireless being is a lifeless being. When you continue to make the same choices habitually and effortlessly, you create a feedback loop in which your conscious mind is harmonized with your subconscious mind. If you're also harmonized with the superconscious mind, this works in your favor because you are evolving. However, if you're not harmonized with the superconscious, you are delaying your growth. And thus, since this is against the nature of things, this does not work in your favor. When you have nothing to move toward, you walk in circles. When you have nothing to grow into, you remain as you are. When you are living and not continually learning and interpreting new information, whether from mastering a particular skill, creatively expressing yourself through the service of others, focusing on your growth, or delving into new areas of knowledge, then your life continues to be as it is, and you continue to be as you are. You tap into the subconscious by committing to your evolution, which, as explained, involves learning and interpreting new information. The first step. Thank you guys for joining me for Natalie's book club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. We just got done with part 2 of Project 369, The Key to the Universe. If you have missed the beginning, please make time to write at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Remember, the more we show gratitude, the more things to be grateful for will come into our lives. Thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys for so many likes. I'm so grateful. I appreciate you all. What are you guys up to? Jason, I'll go back to that. I won't skip it. I'll go back to reading that again. Hello, how are you, Carl? Or should I say Tennessee Outlaw? I was thinking of you the other day. I was going to text you, but I forgot. Don't blame me. I forgot, okay? Hi, Dozens. Jesus loves us all. I agree, and I appreciate it. So remember, if you weren't here, write 3 things you were grateful for. Thank you. I hope everyone feels God's love today too. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Right now, please write down at least 1 thing that you did right today. You woke up and you got out of bed. Did you do something for someone else? Are you going to? Write down what you did right today. If you have to work, food on the table, you went to work, that was right, instead of staying home and not getting paid, right? Thank you. I'm glad you're here. I'll text you when I'm done. I have something to tell you. It has to do with the Hopi prophecy. We'll talk about it later. Thank you guys all for being here and joining me. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. If you're not able to write these down, at least text them to you, put them in a note on your phone. Because I promise y'all, I do not just say this just to say it. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. My mom is my mom every single day of the year. Thank you. And I know it's easier said than done, but mind over matter. I swear. It's a good thing. You guys like my handwriting? Thanks to God first. Thank you guys for being here. You have no idea how grateful I am. I'm still in shock that I hit 700 subscribers, so bear with me, y'all. I hope you guys are doing amazing. As usual, I do want to send you guys good vibes. Today is a fantastic Friday. Tomorrow is going to be a spectacular Saturday from start to finish, okay? If you stub your toe or you hit your knee or something goes wrong, if you have a bad hair day or you have bad breath, get a mint and stay positive, okay? Rub out your knee, rub out your toe, and stay positive. Don't let one bad thing ruin your whole day, okay? Sunday is going to be a super Sunday fun day for all of us, whether we're resting or working. It's going to be a super Sunday fun day. Monday will be marvelous, magnificent, magical. Tuesday will be terrific, wonderful. Wednesday, it'll be a thankful Thursday for me because I'm always thankful for y'all, but it'll be a thriving Thursday for y'all. And then we're back to another fantastic Friday. I don't know, James, you tell us. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I appreciate all the positivity in the chat too. I love it when you guys are saying Jesus loves you all, and I hope you all feel God's love. I appreciate that. Whatever works for you or whatever resonates for you, take it. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. It doesn't have to work for anyone. Please remember, if you can't watch the whole live, please check out the last 5 minutes. My list of shout outs is pretty long this week, so please check that out. I'm sorry, Judge, that it's been a bad week for you. I hope you check out a doctor. I'm so glad I caught myself because I was going to say that out loud, y'all. I almost said it out loud. Is our tattoo guy here? Because I don't want to go back on my word. I told him I would tell him what it was about if he was here. Thank you, Lala. You tell him. Jason, let him know. Hey, how'd you know I was close to Phoenix? Are you looking over there or what? I am personally straight, but I don't care what other people are. Do your thing. Love is love. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining me for Natalie's book club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. We're getting into the next 10 minutes of reading. We are currently on project 369, the key to the universe. Please, please, please be respectful to all of my subscribers that are in the chat. You know I can't see it while I'm reading, so I would really appreciate it if you could just be cool to my subscribers. Thank you. Let's get back into it, y'all. We are on consciousness. You tap into the superconscious by committing to your evolution, which, as explained, involves learning and interpreting new information. The first step to tapping into the superconscious is either knowing what aspects of yourself or your consciousness you desire to evolve, or knowing what aspects of your life you desire to manifest the most. This is done through inspiration, in spirit, which comes from the Latin word inspirare, which means to breathe or blow into. Where is it? It means to breathe or blow into. The more complex of a being you become, the greater your alignment with the nature of existence and the greater your powers and life will become. As you consciously align your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors with your aspirations, your conscious mind will align with the infinite realm of possibilities within the superconscious mind, and it will provide you with intuitive insights that will guide you toward realizing your aspirations. These insights, when recognized and realized, will gradually impress your subconscious mind, and your subconscious will be reprogrammed and harmonized with the superconscious mind. This is the process through which you manifest your inspired desires from the superconscious and become your most authentic self. You can also consciously feed your subconscious thoughts and ideas through affirmations, y'all know, or conscious autosuggestion, which you will do later in this workbook. Remember, notebook, pen, and paper. Through conscious autosuggestion, you transcend the logic of your current subconscious program and consciously reprogram it. As we know, the only way to recreate yourself is to step out of your current creation and tap into the creator. Quote, I am. end quote. And through conscious autosuggestion, you do just that by aligning with the conscious creator that you are. Your current subconscious program most likely does not hold your real and true authentic self and expression. Your authentic self exists within the superconscious mind, and your authentic expression is discovered when you tap into the superconscious mind through inspired desire and align your consciousness with its realization. As you realize your desire, you gradually remove layers of past conditioning and align your subconscious with your true and authentic self and expression. Many do not know the superconscious because they have not sought inspiration and have not committed to their evolution in any way. Those who have no desire to evolve will not have any desires at all, for all true desire is rooted in the desire to evolve. Many get only a flash of inspiration until their reasoning interferes with their ability to believe. Since the subconscious plays a massive role in your reasoning, the only way to transcend it is through the superconscious, which is only available for those who are committed to their evolution. Since your subconscious operates below the surface of your conscious awareness until you are conscious of its automatic expressions, it will continue to be in control and express itself automatically through your habitual thoughts, feelings, choices, and behaviors. If you do not become conscious of your thoughts, feelings, choices, and behaviors, your subconscious will govern them for you. And the more it does, the stronger the process becomes. The stronger its processes become. Don't be afraid, though. Things are only seemingly hard for those identified with a condition and belief. Remember that you are not your subconscious program or your beliefs. You are the creator of it all, and you can choose to believe anything you want, and thus create anything you desire. Release your identification with everything other than being an infinite creator. It's up to you to be conscious and protect your subconscious mind from inharmonious impressions. The subconscious only knows yes and supports you unconditionally no matter what. So if you neglect and misuse your subconscious power, which you can do by believing in doubt and limitation, for example, it will work against you. If you use the power correctly by claiming faith and confidence, it will work for you. Don't look at your subconscious program as something bad, ever. Treat it kindly with desire and faith. Its power is good and will always be as long as you feed it good ideas, beliefs, and expressions. If you do the opposite, you would be misusing its good power. For a moment, allow yourself to enter meditation. Ready? Close your eyes, relax your body, and still your mind. Focus on your breath and stay in the present. When your mind is still and your body is relaxed, visualize yourself as the one you desire to be. As you visualize it to be true, align your entire being with its reality. Persist in this practice, and you will impress your subconscious with the belief. The more you do this, the stronger the belief becomes. Whenever you consciously choose to do something beyond what you're solely familiar with, no matter what it is, you establish dominion over your subconscious. The more you consciously control your will, the more effortless it becomes to be in control of everything in your life, and the more you become the conscious creator you truly are. During the first 6 years of life, your subconscious was dominant. You didn't have a conscious reasoning mind. This period is referred to as the inner child. The inner child holds particular perceptions and beliefs that were taught since birth. Since you had little to no logic and the reasoning you had was also programmed, you accepted all that you saw and everything you were taught as true. We have entirely forgotten about many of them because of how young we were. But this doesn't mean that those beliefs are gone. Some of them are still stored deep within our subconscious and get expressed automatically below the surface level of our conscious awareness. And when that happens, it's our duty to become aware of it so we can be in full control. This also means that before your conscious reasoning mind developed, your consciousness was pure and unconditioned until around 4. Until around 4, you operated in the subconscious and superconscious planes and created a world as the infinite creator you are, where both imagination and reality were one. This is why children are so powerful, free, happy, and loving. Everything is interesting to them. They are constantly expanding their consciousness, desiring to learn new things, and are regularly inspired by new possibilities to persistently realize and manifest. They shift their identities with ease and act like anyone they desire to be without reasoning, judgment, or limitation. Fear, limitation, and judgment arise as a result of the conditions placed upon our consciousness. The older we got, the more important our outer world became, the more important the opinions of others, and the more our reasoning developed according to how we were treated by the world. We got attached to the beliefs of others and lost sight of the infinite creators we are. Regardless, however, the infinite creator is still within you, waiting to be recognized and actualized. All you must do is become a child again. Uncondition your consciousness, know what you want, and manifest it. When you were a child, you used to believe that you could be whoever you desired to be. You weren't afraid of using some conscious effort to try new things and learn and master new skills, such as walking, eating, and playing, because it didn't faze you. I tell you, you're still playing as we speak, but your conditioned reasoning considers the game of life to now be very serious. Release this illusion and play as you once did. Brainwaves. We'll start in the next 10 minutes, in the next 5. Thank you guys for joining me for Natalie's Book Club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes while spreading positivity and gratitude. We are currently on Project 369, The Key to the Universe. Thank you guys for joining me so much. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday so far. What's everybody up to? Yes, Abdul, we were innocent when we were kids. Lincoln Park Soldier Girl? I think we would be besties, for real. Not only because I love Lincoln Park, but I love you. What is everybody up to when screen? Stay a kid as long as you can. Tony, I think you're here for a reason too, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm just here to spread positivity and gratitude because why? The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. Yes, it does. I promise. I am a testament to this, you guys. Don't let one bad thing ruin your whole day, okay? Yes, continue to love being a kid. You've got to. Tony, I think you needed the reminder too. But you're the creator. You know what's up. You got this. I believe in you. I appreciate you all. At this time, we have written down 3 things we're grateful for and 1 thing we did right today. The next thing I would like you to write down is something that you are looking forward to. What is something you're excited about? Whether it's tomorrow, this weekend, next week, what is something that you are looking forward to happening? What excites you? What's coming up for you? Write it down or text it to yourself, text your friend, write it in your notebook, whatever is easiest for you. Write down at least 1 thing you are looking forward to or something you're excited that is coming up in the future. Hopefully sometime soon. I know I always repeat it, right? I always say it. I'm always on repeat. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. But I promise you guys, I promise it works. And I know it's so much easier said than done. I know. But just hang in there. As long as you try to stay positive and try to keep your head up, things will get better. And the more we keep our head up, the more our head will subconsciously or consciously learn to keep it up on its own. And then the true you will come out and be the warrior that you are. I saw this one thing, I think it was on YouTube, where maybe not, whatever. It was a video about asking mothers if they would kill for their child. I was so stunned to see that some mothers wouldn't kill for their child. I don't know. I guess I was just surprised. I thought maybe, you know, if you birthed a child, you would do anything to protect them, even if that meant killing them. But maybe I'm just a different type of person. Maybe I'm the only one that'll kill for my child. I'm a definite mama bear. Don't come around my cub. Thank you, Tony. I'm glad that you're here. All right, y'all. If you cannot make it through the whole thing, please come back for the last 5 minutes. I have a big list of shout outs this week. My feet ain't hairy. I'll prove it. Where is it? Hater over here. Tony, I would die for my seats too, right? It's like, don't play. Don't play. Thank you. These are my nails right now. Black toes, just for it. Thank you, Abdul. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much for the likes, you guys. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I hit 700 subscribers this week. I can't even believe it. I am so grateful. Thank you. I'm kidding too, Andrew. I shave. It was a joke, but thank you for getting it. All right, y'all. I'm going to read for 10 more minutes, and then we're going to do my shout outs. So please come back at the end. My list is huge this week, and I am so grateful for it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. So before I start reading again, today is a fantastic Friday. Tomorrow is going to be a spectacular Saturday. Sunday will be a super Sunday fun day. Monday is going to be marvelous, magnificent, magical. Tuesday will be terrific. Wonderful Wednesday. Thankful Thursday for me. Thriving Thursday for you. And then we're back to another fantastic Friday. All right, y'all, we're getting into the last 10 minutes of reading. Wait, make sure I click the right button. Last 10 minutes of reading. Please be respectful in the chat and come back for the last 5 minutes when I do my shout outs. Let's do it, y'all. We are starting brain waves. Examining the relationship between different brain waves can offer new insights and help you better connect the dots and understand our discussion. We will explain the significance of each state, when and how you access different brainwave state, and their relation to each phase of consciousness. Understanding your neurons is the first step in understanding brainwaves. Oh, I'm out. Neurons are the hundreds of billions of interconnected cells in your body that form from the nervous system. These interconnected cells originate in the brain and extend through the spinal cord into every part of your body's central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. They are responsible for receiving, processing, and transmitting information through your nervous system. Every internal or external experience causes your neurons to communicate by generating and transmitting electrical and chemical signals. This collectively creates what we perceive as brain waves. While spiritual and physiological processes explain how you interpret and perceive information, neurons are the biological structures that enable these processes. Different brain waves perform different functions, and with training, you can enter any state at will. Can I? The different brain wave states from lowest frequency to highest are delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma, respectively. These states develop and change throughout childhood as our consciousness expands, grows, and evolves through new information. From birth to 2 years old, your brainwaves vibrate at their slowest frequency, which we call delta. During this time, you primarily slept, so the inner world was your primary world. Now, delta is only present when you're in deep sleep or very deep meditation. From 2 to 6, your brainwaves vibrate in the theta state. Theta. During this time, your inner and outer worlds were one. Your imagination and reality were one. From 6 to 12, as you began focusing more on the outer world and developing your consciousness reasoning mind, your brain waves moved from theta to alpha. From 12 on, beta waves primarily took over, which is a state that is primarily dominant during our waking hours. Beta waves are present when our attention is primarily on our outer world and our conscious mind is dominant. In beta, we are alert, actively thinking, concentrating, and problem solving. Beta waves, which is 12 to 30 hertz, are measured in low range, medium range, and high range frequencies. The lower the beta waves, 12 to 16 hertz, the more relaxed you are while engaged in a mental activity. The higher the beta waves, 20.5 to 30 hertz, the more energy you have while engaged in a mental activity. High levels of beta waves are mainly associated with busyness, stress, paranoia, arousal, and fight or flight. Although most waking hours are spent in beta, we also tap into alpha waves throughout the day, 8.5 to 12 hertz. Alpha waves are present when our mind and body are entirely relaxed. Alpha is present when we do something requiring little to no effort, such as brushing our teeth, driving our car, showering, and our awareness is primarily directed inward. Alpha waves now create the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious mind. Alpha waves are also displayed at the beginning of meditation when we disconnect ourselves from our external environment and enter our inner world by closing our eyes, relaxing our bodies, and slowing down our breathing. You can consider this phase of meditation as crossing the bridge from the worldly realm to the spirit realm. Although you are slightly aware of the world, most of your attention is directed inwardly. Alpha waves are also displayed at the beginning of meditation, when we disconnect ourselves from our external environment and enter our inner world by closing our eyes. I swear, this is the same paragraph. Here and here. What? Inner world by closing our eyes, relaxing our body, and slowing down our breathing. Our neocortex slows down our brain waves down to alpha. You can consider this phase of meditation as crossing the bridge from the worldly realm to the spirit realm. Although you are still aware of background noises, most of your attention is directed inwardly. Once we get deeper into meditation, we reach the theta wave state. That is 3.5 to 8 hertz. Here in theta wave state, our mind is awake while our body is asleep. We are now much more in tune with our inner world than our outer world. Just as the alpha state bridges the conscious and subconscious by directing our attention inward, theta crosses the bridge and enters the doorway into the subconscious. In theta, we get glimpses of the superconscious whenever we get insights, hunches, and inspirations. Since alpha and theta are similar, we could simultaneously jump from one state to another. For example, if we're deep in meditation and something from the outer world grabs our attention, we could go from theta to alpha or even to beta. If we're doing effortless tasks like watering our plants and we're either daydreaming or thinking, we could be hopping between alpha and theta. Theta is naturally present during the first moments upon waking and before drifting off to sleep. During these times, our subconscious mind gets impressed. the last thoughts we think at night, and the first thoughts we think in the morning, alongside the mental attitudes and the feelings associated with those thoughts, are what program our subconscious mind. As we get deeper into meditation, we display delta waves, 0.1 to 3 hertz. Here, we experience deep healing and relaxation. Delta brain waves are present when we are in deep meditation or deep restorative sleep. This is when we are entirely unconscious and unaware of our outer world. Delta holds the slowest states of brain wave frequencies. Now we display gamma brain waves, 30 to 100 hertz, when we experience extremely high energy and mental states. Gamma is associated with high-level cognitive functioning, information processing, learning, and perception. It is present during peak mental and physical performance, and it represents an evolved consciousness and a high vibration. Gamma waves also occur when you feel intense emotions, such as deep compassion, love, power, joy, peace, or ecstasy. Lastly, the gamma brainwave state represents the superconscious state of mind. On to the superconscious. The superconscious mind is the link to, quote, I am, end quote, the infinite creator. This connection is created by aligning your thoughts and your feelings with your truth. This is accomplished either through deep meditation, visualization, or concentrated attention toward the evolution of a particular aim. The superconscious can also be known as the universal mind, which contains every possibility that could possibly exist. The infinite intelligence of the superconscious provides answers and solutions to any question or problems. The superconscious and universal mind can also be known as the Akashic records, which is the field of information that contains every point in space and time. Holy. Within you dwells a power and a force that is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, everlasting, and eternal. The superconscious has various stages of unfoldment. One, we will save those. We will save the superconscious for next time. Next time, we're going to start off here since it's a new chapter. Thank you all for joining me for Natalie's Book Club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. We are on Project 369 currently. Thank you all for so many likes. I really appreciate it. And thank you for hanging in there. I know I could put people to sleep reading, which is fine if it's bedtime for you. But if you're getting ready to go out, I understand not wanting to listen or trying to fall asleep at that time. Hang out for 5 minutes. When it's done, my shout outs are coming up. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday today. I hope tomorrow goes amazing from start to finish. Remember, don't let one bad moment ruin your whole day, okay? So today we have written down 3 things we were grateful for. 3 things we're grateful for. 1 thing that we did right today. 1 thing we're looking forward to. And the last thing I would like you to write down today is one of your goals or something that you want. What is your goal? What do you want to accomplish in life? What is something you desire? Think about it. I'll tell you right now, y'all, I'm winning the lottery tomorrow. 410 million. And then remember, right, we're going to do our little dance. I won the lottery. I have a little song. It goes, I am so grateful. I hit the jackpot. I won the lottery. You like it? Sign me. Psych. All right, y'all. Write down at least one goal, something you would like to accomplish, something you desire to do. Kyle, I don't even know what I don't think I want to know what you're about to say. Write down at least one goal that you have in the future. If you guys don't have a goal yet, think about it. Take the next weekend or the next week to think about it. What is something that you would like to do or you would like to accomplish? Let me get back to, okay. So, no, I don't want to do my shout outs yet. Back to why I started the channel. I really feel like if everyone was just this much nicer, that space right there, the world would be a better place for all of us. If I could do my part, I'll do my best. I just want to spread positivity and gratitude. I really feel like it could make a difference. If not, it'll make a difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it. For now, I'm so grateful for my 700 subscribers. Thank you guys for 45 likes. I am so, so, so grateful. I really appreciate it. You guys have no idea. I'm still shocked that I hit 700. So let me do my dance for that. I hit 700 subscribers. And I know I say it on repeat all the time, but I really mean it, y'all. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. I promise. I promise. I promise. Abdul, I do too, because I really feel like the world would be a better place. Even if you were just happier for 2 minutes a day, I feel like the world would be a better place. And we need it. The world is confused and going crazy right now. I wish I could help everyone. I really do. So remember, focus on the good. The more we focus on the good, the better the good gets. Mind over matter. And I know that is so much easier said than done. I have bad days too. We all do. But the important part is to get back up and try again. Hi, Diane. Thank you for joining us. Kyle, thank you too. Thank you for not saying anything crazy. I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday. The rest of your Friday better be amazing. Saturday will be spectacular. Remember to wake up positive, remain positive. If something does piss you off or tick you off or something happens and it tries to ruin your day, just take a minute to yourself. I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds crappy. Just like, what? What are you talking about? But I'm serious. Take a minute to yourself. Recollect yourself. Don't let one bad thing ruin your whole day. It is not worth it. There's too much time in the day to focus on the bad all the time. It's just, if focusing on the good brings more good, focusing on the bad will only bring more bad. So I just want the best for y'all. All right, y'all. Time for my shout outs. Thank you so much for joining me for Natalie's book club, where I talk for 5 minutes and I read for 10 minutes. We are currently on Project 369. Please remember, you will need at least a notebook or piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. If you can't write it down, I guess you could put it in your notes or text yourself or text somebody. But we will be coming up to doing some stuff soon. We'll be journaling before you know it. Okay? So please remember. Today we have written down 3 things that we're grateful for. So those 3 things alone that you wrote down will bring many more things to be grateful for. We've written down one thing we did right today, whether that's wake up and put your pants on and go to work, or you grounded, you ate breakfast, whatever it was, you did it. One thing we're excited for, and one goal that we have, something that we would like to accomplish, or something that we desire, or something we desire to do. Now let's get into my shout outs. There is no particular order except for number 1. Always thank you, God. Always, always, always. Thank you, God, first. After that, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my family, my mom, my dad, my daughter. I am so grateful for you. You have no idea. Thank you to my lovely leaders that are in here helping me. Lala, Denise, I appreciate you so much. And let's get into the rest. Oh, of course, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Nature, Spirit, the Creator, God, Lord, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No particular order. Do not come for me. Stephen Nett, Jeremiah Joseph, JC, Carl, Mike Pearson, Gregory Flutron, Jamal Johnson, Fresh Sub, Lincoln Park Soldier Girl, Ricky Beaver, Kenneth Agrea, John Mullins, Jason, I didn't know if your last name is Gauthier or Gauthier, Jesse Torres, Rudy Rios, Gary Almond, Bug Bomb 8048, Yari Saraf, William Adams, Andy Aros, Brian Craig, John Smith, Beats by Wavy. Please go check out Voices of Her, Sean Conroy, and he underscore bingo. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you more than you know. Sending you lots of good vibes always, every day. I pray for you every day. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. And thank you, YouTube. Have a good night, y'all.